Friendly Neighborhood Gamer here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be going over 2 boss cheeses and a rune farm that are currently working after the most recent patch. But of course, before we get into the video, let's shout out to some of the new subscribers to the channel. So thank you Imran Hussein Sella, Noberto Gonzalez Gomez, Prop H3CY, Stunna Gaming YT, Ken Kanaki 5684, Tiago Silva, Yes, Vuthrol Gaming OXXRE, and Nate Stewart 1997. I'm sorry if I butchered any of your names, but thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Now with that said, let's get right into it. So the first one that we're going to be doing is going to be at this side of Grace, and this is going to be a Maug Lord of Blood cheese. So once you're at that side of Grace, just make your way up to the elevator that takes you up to Maug the Lord of Blood, and then we will continue from there. And I also wanted to mention for anyone that is new to this game that you can get to this area pretty early on, and all you have to search is the White Mask quest line, and it is pretty easy to complete. So once you're on the elevator, just take it all the way to the top, and then what we're going to do is we're going to load into the boss fight through the fog wall. And then once we load in, this is the important part, what we're going to do is just quit out to the main menu. Then from there, just load back into the game and it's going to spawn you right outside the fog wall. So once we've loaded back in, we're going to take the bridge all the way back down and we're going to run back to the side of Grace. Now, once you've done this, make sure you do not die or you do not sit at the side of Grace, else it will ruin this method. So once we're off the bridge, what we're going to do is run back kind of by the side of Grace, and that's where we're going to need to be. And then once we're there, we are going to go and jump off the cliff, but it's a little bit tricky. So once you're right here, we're going to run to this spot right here, and then we're going to just ever so slightly inch our way off the edge onto this rock. Once we're onto this rock, we are going to jump right here, and then we are going to use a sprint buffer. If you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is hold down the sprint button, press start, continue holding it, and get out of start, and then you should be able to jump a little bit farther. And from here, just follow my path. So once you're to the spot right here, we're going to find a spot where we can call in Torrent. And then what we're going to do with Torrent is we're going to jump to the other side here. And then once we're right here, it's going to kick you off Torrent. The rocks are going to disappear, so just run straight forward and jump onto this rock right here. From here, what we're going to do is we are going to find a hole in the ground right here. And then we're just going to do the rune farm where we jump into the hole. Make sure that you double jump. And we're just going to fall and swing our sword endlessly until he dies. So this will probably take about a minute to a minute and a half for him to actually die. You'll get the runes from all the enemies in the area, plus the runes from Maug. So this is a nice little cheese if you are having trouble with him. However, I recommend doing the fight because it's pretty fun. The next one that we have is going to be a Commander Niall cheese. We are going to be at this side of Grace, right at the Castle Soul main gate. What we're going to do is get on Torrent and make our way around the castle to the back. Once you're about right here, I will show you the spot that we're going to need to jump off in order to cheese him. So once you are about right here, this is the spot that you're going to need to jump off of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and get a running start at this so that I can get as far out as possible. So make your way back up to this rock right here. This is a good little spot. And then turn around and then just sprint forward on Torrent. Then you're going to jump. Delay the second jump, double jump again, and fall and swing your sword. Make sure you swing your sword every 13 seconds, else you will be killed by a death barrier. Now, I already killed Commander Niall, so this does actually work. I have used this before, and it does currently work after the patch. So just wait until you see the runes pop up and that you've felled the enemy. And then once from there, you can teleport back out of there. The last one that we have today is going to be another rune falling glitch method that currently works after the patch. You're going to be at this side of grace right here, and then what you're going to do is just follow my path. Now, when I'm doing this, I like to hug the right side of the cliff when I'm doing this because sometimes those big skeletons won't spawn because they can be pretty deadly and pretty annoying when you're trying to do this. But anyways, just keep making your way along. Then we're going to cut to the left side to this big tree, and we're going to head to this corner right here. Once you're right here, what you are going to do is go to this corner, and then you are going to try and jump up onto this ledge right here. So once you're onto this ledge right here, we're going to jump left onto the tree, and then we are going to try and jump right onto this other ledge right here. And then from there, it's pretty easy, just jump up the rocks, and then we're going to make our way to this hole in the ground right here. Personally, this one is a little bit trickier than the ones I've showed previously, but it still works pretty good. And once you're right here, you want to get as close to this side of the edge as you can, because if you get too far left, it will kill you. And then, of course, just jump and then double jump and fall into the hole until you get your runes, and then you can teleport out of there and do it again. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will catch you guys next time. Hit the damn subscribe button already.